Alright, I'm looking at this editor here, and what I'm not really sure is I'm I can see that you can put an icon in here. Let's try that. Select an icon. Alright, it sticks it. The problem is the icon has to go at the front of the sentence, but that's not even a function of this. That's a function of the um, timeline widget itself. So, in what I'm doing is I'm putting in something like this. And it doesn't matter where it is in the sentence. And I just yank it out, and I just know to put an icon, the type of icon I should put in front of that sentence. Now, if there's a continuous date, I just put this, and I can just yank it out. I'm just not really sure how the, would you... I'm just not sure how this would function in a real-world situation. So, I mean, granted, this is 1, 2, 3 inputs, and something like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inputs, and you're done. And also, I mean, Wikipedia has this all over the place. There's like millions of people just typing in all these little codes. I understand that people will make mistakes and that sort of thing, but I'm assuming that some timelines will be relatively popular and that people will be able to correct those. So I'm just not really sure how you would designate the 3 things. How you would use the editor, or a user would use the editor to designate a a tape color or an icon. And also, when a user in what I'm doing, when a user decides to select some text to be on the timeline, the text isn't necessarily within the sentence where it's designated. It might be something like this. I'll select this, Control C, and it might be the user might want to put in something like this, and edit like this. And notice what I've just put in here isn't in the sentence anyway. So I'm just not really sure how you would. I mean, you can use a phrase that isn't even included in the sentence to designate that on the timeline. So I'm not really sure how you would select something like that with the editor. I know this is cumbersome. I don't like it either. But again, in Wikipedia, they're using codes all over the place. They have millions of people typing in all these crazy codes. Like if you leave a comment and you're signed into Wikipedia, you're supposed to use quadruple tildes, and it'll put a date stamp in and your ID after your comment. And that's just one example of like a zillion different uh, little groups of ASCII codes that Wikipedia is using quite successfully too. So I'm just not really sure how. I can't wrap my head around how a user would use this cool little editor to create the different features we're looking for. It's just putting that out there.